Well, I want to welcome everyone to the Jeunesse Global Success Team Sunday Night Live with Mr. Wes Benson. I'm Diane Llewellyn. I'm going to be your host this evening, and it is an exciting time at Jeunesse Global right now. I don't think I have ever in my life of marketing, and I've been doing it for many years, have seen anything as exciting and as easy as it is to present Jeunesse Global. This is absolutely going viral all over the world. I saw the other day that it was on Rachel Ray's show. Everywhere you go, it's like it's there. It's just popping up everywhere, all over the world, and people love it. They absolutely get so excited about it. They can't wait to use it, and they can't wait to sell it and become a part of this growing company. And I am so excited to get to be a part of these calls with Wes Benson. He and I have been doing these calls a long time together, and it is an exciting time to be with a company that there is so much going on. And Wes, are you with me tonight?
I'm with you, Diane Llewellyn. Thank you so much for what you're doing to help this team here for Sunday Night Live. You know, Diane, if it's 8 o'clock Central Standard Time on Sunday night, it's Sunday Night Live. I want to welcome everyone to the call this evening. My goodness, Diane, people are dialing in from literally all over the country. As a matter of fact, we've got a group that's listening in from the Philippines again this evening. I want to welcome those guys as well. Personally, just want to thank Sheila Harrison and David Harrison for your hospitality last week in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Also, just a big thank you to Jose and Fatima Mendez up in Providence, Rhode Island this week. Again, thank you guys for your hospitality. For the guests that are listening this evening, we're going to answer three very important questions for you. We're going to talk a little bit about the timing of Jeunesse Global. We're going to talk about the uniqueness of product. And we're also going to address the financial stability of this company, because I believe as a litmus test, those are the three most important areas that you need to look at before you join an opportunity to create that additional income. Maybe it's just to create an additional car payment for you each month. Maybe it's to create an additional $1,500 or $2,000 in income to take care of a mortgage payment. Whatever the case may be, whatever your goal may be, large or small, there's no doubt about it, Jeunesse Global can take care of that goal. That is for sure. I'm excited to be here. Diane, thank you for what you're doing for us. Let's get started. For the guests, welcome to the call again. And I just want to give a big shout out, a big welcome to our newest members. I'm going to tell you what, guys, two of the best, and let me emphasize the best, two of the best online marketing individuals today in the space. Guys, Aaron Parker, Christopher Hussey, welcome to the team. Glad you guys are with us. As a matter of fact, next Sunday night, we'll be dedicating a Sunday Night Live to what these guys are doing with their online marketing campaign. I can't say enough good things about these guys. Thank you for joining. Welcome to Sunday Night Live as well. Welcome to Jeunesse Global. It gives me so much pleasure this evening to introduce our guest speaker. You guys, this is so exciting for me because this gentleman who hails out of the great state of Maryland, out of one of the most wonderful cities in the nation, Baltimore, Maryland, Mr. Rob Pottles. Now, Rob Pottles has been in the industry for many years. As a matter of fact, I'd like to say he's been in it longer than I have, and that's over 25 years. It gives me a great deal of pleasure just to let you guys know this gentleman has sponsored and started more people on our team in the last 8 weeks than anyone in our organization. And our organization has grown in the last 8 weeks to hundreds and hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of people. Mr. Rob Pottles, are you on the call with me tonight?
Hey, Wes. Good evening. Hi, everybody. I'm here.
Thank you, Rob, for being here. You know, Rob, it's really exciting because we've been in the space a long time, you know, and you're kind of like me. You know, that litmus test is very strong, and you've been with just a couple of companies prior to joining us here at Jeunesse Global. And I know that timing's important to you. I know that uniqueness of product is important. And I know that financial stability for a company is very, very important to you. Out of those three things right there, what ranks number one to you for Jeunesse Global?
I go with timing. Timing is really, really important, and the reason I say that, they're all important. I mean, it's almost like a cake. You know, the eggs are important, the cake mix is important, the right amount of time in the oven's important, the temperature. I mean, everything's going to matter. Everything's going to matter. However, people that join companies at the wrong time, at a startup, for example, you bring in people. Sometimes you lose them as fast as you're bringing them in because the company is going through that early stage of finding themselves and finding the right executives, and their funding situation's not right, and just all the things that go along with it. And when I look at this company, 5 years, so they've kind of went through a period of time, you know, to kind of prove themselves, and yet they're still new enough for every one of us to be excited. 121 countries, probably 10% or less of their sales coming out of the domestic market here in the United States. It's just a great time because everybody's looking for the time. Everybody wants to catch the wave. They want to be at the perfect time. And I do believe that with Jeunesse Global, it is the perfect time right now.
You know, Rob, you're exactly right. I mean, the Direct Sellers Association just released just 3 weeks ago that Jeunesse is the number one fastest growing company on the Inc. 500. That's powerful in only 5 short years. And, you know, last year closing out at over $420 million in revenue, Rob, they're forecasting over $750 to $770 million this year, and going into year 6, potentially over $1 billion. Think about that for a moment, Rob. That is a game changer in this space. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. To be just a little milestone away from seeing $1 billion company, $1 billion big, $1 billion brand, is right where they are right now. And, it's the people that come in right now that roll up the sleeves and take action that'll help the company, along with helping yourself and your team actually hit that milestone. I mean, the momentum is already starting to happen. It is the perfect timing. I mean, it goes back to the timing. It's the perfect timing. And they already have, like you said, the sales, the recognition right now from the direct selling news, all the movement that's happened in the last few years. Inc. 500, slates them as the fastest growing direct sales company in the world right now. Amazing products that have an instant gratification, which everybody looks for. It's that immediate gratification. We all want it, whether they're trying to lose weight, whether they're trying to look younger, whether it's money in your pocket. I mean, everybody wants the microwave minute. Everybody wants, no matter what they're doing. And I believe that that's why you're seeing what you're seeing here. I mean, companies got weekly pay. They have excellent margins on their products. If you just wanted to retail, that's the only thing you're going to do is just, basically retail. I've had people that just, go to work and, sell a serum and sell a box of Instantly Ageless and call me up on the phone and ask how to put it in. I said, congratulations, just made $81. That's exciting for a lot of people. Just a retail sale. I think the weekly platform of getting paid, people trying a product, getting instant results, it's the total package. Absolutely.
Well, Rob, it is the total package. And for the guests that are listening tonight, I can think of 6 reasons right now why they need to seriously consider looking at our program in depth right now. And that's those 6 streams of income. We're talking about retail profit, customer acquisition bonuses, team commissions that pay up to, Rob, $26,250 per week, leadership matching bonuses, customer acquisition incentives, and that illustrious diamond bonus pool. Rob, out of all those 6 streams of incomes that's available to anyone that's willing to roll up the sleeves, as you said, and go to work, what are your 2 favorite ones out of those 6?
My favorite out of it all is the matching income, because I believe that They're cycling bonuses that can take you to 750 cycles in a week. You have 2 sales teams left and right, and you can earn $35 every time you cycle, and you can earn up to 750 of those in a week, and that's going to pay you your $26,250. And I believe there's plenty of people on this call that are on their way to that, and I know in the company there's plenty of people that have already actually done that. And the majority of their money comes from my favorite part of the comp plan. The majority of their income is coming from the check match. It's the leadership bonus. And that's when you get to go out and help your team, work with your people. And I believe very simple, and I tell everybody this, I'm going to match energy with energy. I'm not going to pump a dry well. And even if you're my brother or my cousin, I love you, we're family, okay? But listen, business is business. I love you, but if you're not going to run as hard as me, then I'm going to put my time and energy into somebody that is. So I don't care what their background is. I don't care what they did in the past 10 years. What I care about is what they're worried about their future, the next 90 days, the next 6 months, the next 2 years. What's that look like for them? What do they want? What are their goals? And I love to be able to get down in the trenches and to be able to lock arms and be able to work with those people, because as they rise up and as they break rank, whether it starts off small as a little jade, a little pearl, when they hit sapphire, that's when it starts to get exciting, and they go up from there. It's really, really exciting as you watch their checks go up, but you also start off in our compensation plan with that bonus that you're talking about at 20% when you're level 1. And let me tell you something. You have somebody making $1,000 a month, you're making 20% just in your level 1, it's $200. But I want you to think, $5,000, $10,000. What happens when they're at $100,000 a month? It's the same 20%. So you can make up to $20,000 plus in a check match when you're level 1, and that is what excites me. Okay, that's what excites me, because I like to know that when I got people that I sponsor that are going to go to work and roll up their sleeves as hard as I am, and I'm going to work with them in the trenches one-on-one, I want the people to be bold enough to be able to see it and say, there's where I'm going to lock my laser to. That's the goal. That's what I want to hit. Probably it's not going to happen in the next few months, but we're going to race until we hit that goal. And so I love it, because can you just imagine? That's just one part of the comp plan. That's just one person. You can make anywhere from a couple hundred to a couple thousand to $20,000 a month in check match. That is exciting, and it goes 7 levels deep. So that's definitely Wes, my favorite part of comp plan. And the other thing that I like, you asked me for 2, and I'm not a big retail guy. Retail meaning that I sell personals. I don't necessarily go out and sell the skincare and sell the AM and the PM and try to make my money off of the retail sale. But I'll tell you why that's important to me. Because so many people as distributors that you and I are out here sharing the product, sharing the videos, and sharing the company with, that maybe have entered into a company before and for whatever reason they failed, or they've never been involved with the company before and they're just gun shy. So I want you to think of how many people would fall into one of those buckets. There's a lot of people. Well, the reason I like the retail sale is because they can share the video, share the product, and use Instantly Ageless for a second. They could buy. I have a salon here locally that I go into, patronize. I show them the video. It's owned by a Vietnamese family. It's just a little mom-and-pop place, nothing fancy. And so, long story short is, they let people try the little serum sachets, the samples. And for $5, they play the video, and people want to buy it. It doesn't commit them. They're not signing up for an easy ship. They just want to try it. So $5. So they take a $44 box, turn it into $250 cash. Last time I went in there, the mom pulled open a drawer and showed me 2 empty boxes of sachets, smiling because she speaks broken English, and she says, they really like, and her son wasn't in that day. He would happen to be off. That's one day of the week that he's off, and they had ordered some more. But as a result of the sampling, people will buy. Because think about it, for $74, you get 50 in a case. Now, how could someone possibly think or say, "Oh, that's expensive. That's a lot of money. Are you kidding me? $74.95 divided by 50 of those? That's $1 and change for one of those." That is a fantastic price. I love the retail because when you're trying to build your business with the new guy that either, like I said in the beginning, they've never done it or they've done another company and didn't make it. And there's a lot of them. When they can taste $30 sale, buy serum and taste a $51 stale, or any of the other products, it doesn't matter what the price, when they can actually taste $50 or $100 or $200 check, now you can get them to the next level. We have an excellent retail product line, an excellent margin on them, high impact. People make a decision. I think the value is there. People don't feel like they're overpaying because there's commissions involved. And it's just, I love the retail. I think when people start making some money, it's a soft way to get them to second base.
Well, and I think you're exactly right. And, there's 14 total products within the offering here at Jeunesse Global. And I was reading just earlier this past week from a networking publication, it's very possible, Rob, this year that Instantly Ageless will be named the product of the year out of all the networking companies in our space. And that's pretty exciting to know that we've got that right here in our hands. So I'm excited about the retail profit. I'm very excited about the leadership matching bonuses for sure. But, Rob, you are our top sponsor. You have put more people in this business opportunity than anyone that we've personally sponsored in our organization at this point. Tell us real quickly how you're doing that. Talk about the tools that's available here, and I might add for free. Share that with the group tonight on how you're doing that, how you're making these accomplishments happen.
Yeah, the only thing I'm doing, guys, is I'm using the free mobile app. It's called J-Mobile, okay? And if most of you on this call probably have at least downloaded it. But what's really, really important is, for me, I didn't want to make the business. I've only been with 2 other companies, and I've managed to be in their top levels in both of those companies. I didn't want to make this company about me. I don't want to have it thrown in my face like, well, that's easy for you to say because you're going to make it anyway. I wanted to use a tool. I wanted to use a system that Mickey Mouse could use, that yes. Tom, Dick, and Harry, every single Tom, Dick, and Harry could use. Because at the end of the day, if you have a tool and a system that everybody can use, and it's very simple but yet effective, then everybody can win. And that's what I found in J-Mobile. And just to give you on the call, the new people on the call, and I'm not saying that this is good, okay? Please, I'm not, patting myself on the back. I'm not going there. And I'm not saying that this is bad. I just want to tell you this. I used that platform, that J-Mobile platform, and I used the contacts inside of my cell phone. And I wanted to see how effective that tool was for sharing this business. And I wanted to see. So, listen, I've only been in here for 7 weeks. So when people ask me, well, how are you doing? It's not like I can have some fantastic off-the-chain story. I'm writing my story right now, starting with the first 30 days. And the first 90 days, I'm creating that story that I'll have forever. My first 30 days was this. I prospected using the J-Mobile, and I personally sponsored 18 people. Wow. I share that story with people not to say that it's fantastic or it's wonderful, and I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm just saying that it must be working. Okay, the system must be working, not me. Okay, the system of that platform must work, okay, because people, I heard my phone go ding, ba-ding, ba-ding, at 1 o'clock in the morning, ba-ding, at 2 2 o'clock in the morning, ding, and then I'll engage in that conversation through a text like, wow, somebody must really like the video. By the way, I get an alert each time you watch it. I actually had somebody tell me flat off the bat, which I couldn't believe. She actually said, I don't think I'm interested. And right afterwards, so help me God, she watched the video not 1 more time, not 2 more times, but 3 more times. And I joked when I responded. I put an LOL. I was like, no, just so you'll know, normally people that aren't interested don't watch the video 3 more times. You know, you can have fun with this. I mean, you can actually have fun with this. Build this while you're watching television from your couch. And the busiest people that you'll come in contact with, the reason I use this app is because most people that I try to sponsor today in 2015, a lot of them for some reason, because there's so many companies out there, they think in their head, number 1, can I do it? Number 2, do I have time? The reason they say, do I have time, is because they automatically assume that you have to do meetings every single week in order for you to build. And when I show them this, I can overcome both of those objections. Number 1, can I do it? Can you text? Do you have a smartphone? Sure. Okay, chances are you'll be able to do it. Number 2, you don't need to build it on meetings if you don't want to. You certainly can, but you don't have to. So you can hammer both of those objections right in the head, right out of the gate. And I think that opens up your window to prospect a whole lot more people.
You know, Rob, you're laser focused. There's no doubt about that. You're laser focused. You have an objective here to meet, and I think you're already ahead of it. Today's the 3rd day of May, and you've already put 3 more directs in this month already. I'm watching what's happening here. Out of the 63 people that have joined our team in the last 48 hours, my question might be to the field, how many of those came in your team? That J-Mobile app's very effective, Rob. Thank you for that update. That leads me to the next question I'd like to ask, if you don't mind. I'm going to announce a major, major promotion this evening, so stay with us, guys. We're going a little bit lengthy this evening, but stay with us. You don't want to miss this promotion. Let's talk about the cornerstone position here at Jeunesse Global. This is where all the goodies start. This is the position that you need to aspire to right now and knock it out in your first 2 weeks. Just get it done, because it can be done. We did it in 14 days, and that's called Sapphire. Let's break it down for everyone listening tonight, Rob, what it takes to achieve that cornerstone position here at Jeunesse called Sapphire.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's what it takes. It takes personally sponsoring 12 people. 3 of those people go on one side, and the other 9 can go on your other team. Okay, so if you have a team leg, for example, or you have a power leg, you'd actually put the 3 people, obviously, on that team leg, that power leg. And when you're building your other leg, you're actually going to put your other 9 people over there. So you personally sponsor in 12. Then you help those 12. And I would suggest the way you help them is when you enroll them, and this is what I did not do in my first couple of weeks, and now I do. Okay, so I actually learned something here. As soon as you sponsor them, you want to sit down with them with the J-Mobile, even if they're halfway across the country. All you need to do is be talking to them and walk them through step by step. Log in, go to the menu, go through. You want to help each person sponsor 2. 1 on their left, 1 on their right. 1 on their left, 1 on their right. They become executive. So let's recap. How do you go Sapphire? You only need 12 personally enrolled. That's number 1. And number 2, second part of that, help those 12 become an executive by putting 1 on their left and 1 on their right. Now, they have to have at least 100 points in a product package to start. So normally any one of our packages from the basic, the little $199 on up, is going to qualify them. And you have to make sure you set them up on a qualified monthly easy ship. And a qualified monthly easy ship is any easy ship that's a minimum of 60 points or 60 CV. So 12 personally, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and you, my friend, our sapphire.
It's just that simple, Rob, and we've got people that are achieving that position right now. And I want to talk about our Super Sapphire promotion at this moment. From right now, folks, everyone that's listening to me, and it'll be posted on the Jeunesse Global Success Team Facebook page as well. It'll also be posted at meetwithwest.com. Again, that's meetwithwest.com. From right now, Rob Pottles, until May 30th. We'll close it at midnight Central Standard Time on May 30th. So we've got 27 days to accomplish this. For everyone that hits the Sapphire promotion on our team, we're going to bring you to to New York. Excuse me, guys. I've got cities all in my mind. I've been traveling all around the country here the last 4 weeks. We're going to take you to Los Angeles, California, guys, and this is very, very important. On June 6th, we'll have a Super Saturday Sapphire to Diamond School. This will be a very private, intimate setting. You'll have the opportunity to meet with our sponsor, Mr. Alex Arnold, as well as Jason Karamanis, our upline. Very, very important time. That'll be on June 6th, along with a dinner, a nice evening out as well. And then on June 7th, the afternoon on Sunday, will be a Super Sunday afternoon corporate event there in Woodland Hills, California. You guys don't want to miss this. And the way to get it done is to become a Sapphire. Rob, what do you think about that promotion?
I think it's fantastic. And I think that for many people, they just, it's all a matter of this. You can't ask 12 people and sponsor 12. None of us can. You just can't send your invites out to 12. You have to get 12. So what you want to do is you're building your list right now. Go from your phone from A to Z and take a look at how many people are there. Go onto your Facebook and take a look how many people you're actually connected with, that you actually have dialogue with, that you communicate with, that you're acquaintances with, or you've worked with before, or you're related to. Build your list. Your list is much bigger than you think. It's much bigger than you think. You have to bring in 12. So, and it doesn't matter if the first 5 or 6 don't come in. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you actually sponsor 12. That's what you want to lock in on. You just want to, I'm not quitting until I bring in 12. I want to bring in 12 and then help them each just to bring in one. I believe, West, that the promotion is going to be fantastic, but what I believe is going to be even more fulfilling for everyone, emotionally, the training, the mentally, the physically, once you're there and you're training to go diamond with some of the best, talking about people in the business in this company that earn a 6-figure monthly income and some even more, you're going to be training in a room to go diamond. You're not talking to a drowning man that's asking them for swimming lessons from somebody that can't swim. And you're saying, hey, bud, excuse me, would you teach me to swim when they can't swim themselves? To actually get there and be part of that and to be coached and trained and mentored and everything that you need to go to that next level, I think that everybody on the call needs to do whatever you possibly can do to make sure that you actually get there. And you're going there for free as part of a promotion just for hitting it? Come on, Wes. It's wonderful.
Rob, absolutely. I know you're going to be there with me, and it's going to be exciting because many of you in the field have already heard that it is my goal to take at least 20 people by the heat of the summer to that level. Now, that's a big statement, and this is just the beginning. Acquire that Sapphire position by May 30th, June 6th, June 7th. You'll be joining us in Los Angeles, California, specifically Woodland Hills, California, June 6th, June 7th for Super Sapphire to Diamond School on Saturday and Super Sunday on June 7th. You don't want to miss that. As we begin to wrap the call up, Rob, this is a personal question. Where does Rob Pottles see himself in the next 2 to 3 years?
Where do I see myself? Actually, what I see is I see myself surrounded by, my vision is not Rob Pottles. It's to see myself. I've came out of businesses before where the person had the lion's share of the money. It was so lonely at the top because most of the people are starving around you. They're just not making it. I see myself surrounded by a large group of people at Sapphire or above. I see myself surrounded by a large group of people that are driving a car that there's no coupon booklet on top of their refrigerator. I see people that are able to take their family, on a vacation. What will your son or daughter remember for the rest of their life? That trip, the time they spent. It's that, those type of things. So I see a big group of people that are able to have some time freedom, able to have some choices, better choices, because of the business and because of the vehicle that we're attached to. And that's really important, because you're not going there by yourself. If you don't have the mentality that you're going there with a team, you're going to surround yourself with a team, and just helping people get what they want. You'll automatically, by default, as they say, get what you want. So you have to find out, what is it that they want? What do they want? Everybody's goals are different. So I see a lot of people winning here in the next several years, and I believe that's what it's about. It's a lot funner with a bigger group.
Rob, in the words of the late Zig Ziglar, success occurs when opportunity meets preparation, and it's obvious that you are ready. You're here. You're laser focused, like many people that are listening on this call tonight. For the guests that are listening this evening, let me just give you a few statements here. Rob, thank you for being on the call. Diane Llewellyn, thank you for doing the intros this evening. For the guests listening, this is specifically for you. In the last 4.5 years, this company has already become the fastest growing company in the space. This company has paid out over $500 million in commissions. Over $500 million in commissions. Over 100 millionaires have already been created here at Jeunesse Global, with 62 millionaires created in the last 9 months. We've got the award-winning product line. Jeunesse is a leading direct selling company devoted to encouraging its distributors to look and feel younger, earn more, and enjoy life. This company's research focuses on adult stem cell technology, telomere support, DNA repair, and nutrigenomics. It's all wrapped up here in one package for you. Products that are made exclusively here in the USA and are exclusively formulated for Jeunesse. And for the guests listening tonight, you have an opportunity here, an opportunity to make a decision to change the financial future for your family, just as Mr. Rob Pottles stated. I want to be the first ones to congratulate you for making that decision to take a hard look here and to join the fastest growing company in the space, the #1 fastest growing company according to the Direct Sellers Association on the Inc. 500. We've delivered just a small piece, just a fraction of the action that's available for you here at Jeunesse Global. My name is Wes Benson. On behalf of Mr. Rob Pottles and Diane Llewellyn, thank you for listening in this evening. Get back with the person that invited you to Sunday Night Live and make sure you get your questions answered. And by the way, that Super Sapphire promotion and how to obtain that cornerstone position called Sapphire, you can see it on the Jeunesse Global Success Team Facebook page. Thank you, Mr. Aaron Parker, for placing that on there. David Astel, thank you for VegasFortune.info as well. 2 different ways of looking at the program of becoming successful by obtaining the Sapphire position here at Jeunesse Global. I want to thank everyone for being on the call. We'll see you next Sunday night. You don't want to miss it. It'll be even more exciting than this evening. Next Sunday night, I know it's Mother's Day weekend, but you know what? Business still goes on. We'll see you at 8 o'clock Central. And remember this, small efforts can add up to create giant results. Thanks again for being on Sunday Night Live. Rob, thank you. We'll see each and every one of you over the top. Good night.